Next, we have Guy Schoonmaker's team, who, surprise, surprise, this kid Guy is a captain, probably the best player in the league. He looked great in the preseason run, and then you also have the incomparable Jesse Corwin, uh, Mike Salvatore, or Matt Salvatore, sorry, Mike Vigilante, Pat Lamb, and Ian Marlar. We played against this team. Like I said, Guy is amazing. He's When he comes down the lane, there's not a lot you can do. I certainly wasn't going to take a charge on him in the preseason, but other than that, I don't know how you stop him. Uh, Jesse Corwin, who amazing defender, amazing mid-range jump shot, psychotic. The point guard Salvatore is good. Tibbs, what's your take on this squad?
Well, Guy and Salvatore were looking to play together. We were down a captain. I thought the easiest way to do that was have Guy be a captain, go from there. I think Noah Spalding, who drafted this team, wanted to screw Jesse by putting him on a team with all rookies. I think that backfired on Noah. I think Jesse's going to have a great squad this season. If his jumper's falling, they're going to have enough offense to stay with anybody, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, Pat Lamb coming in and bombing threes. This team's going to be another one of those fun ones to watch with Jesse flipping out on people, Pat jacking threes, running down the court at 800 decibels. It's going to be great.
Yeah, Jesse is such a fascinating figure on the basketball court. Super nice guy, love him to death off the court. On the court, he flips a switch and he is an absolute madman. It's unbelievable. I mean, he swearing at me, swearing at Kevin Mason, getting in arguments with his own teammates. It's really something else. It's the preseason.
Even if you're on his own team, you don't escape his wrath. Sometimes some of those guys where if you're playing against him, then yeah, you expect it. But even when you're on Jesse's team, you're going to catch some heat.
During the regular season with his team in the West last year, he missed a layup and elbowed me in the neck coming back down the floor. I had nothing to do with the play. I'm on his team. I didn't understand the move, and we ended up losing that game. Makes zero sense to me. I don't know.
You know, when you have a play as infamous as the layup on your resume, you really shouldn't be surprised by anything else that happens.
That's right. I mean, when Jesse's on your team, you got to live with the occasional enormous bucket on the wrong hoop. It just comes with the territory, I guess. Anyway, enough about Jesse. That's another topic for another show. Jeff Moshe came out, took Curry at 8, Seth McIntyre at 18, Steve the Pizza Man Piasta, who's quickly leaping up the fan favorite power rankings, Paul Denton, who's an absolute monster, and then Alan Orellana. I like this team. A lot of good guys. They didn't have Curry the other night. They struggled to score. Tibbs, what's your take on this roster?
I originally had them as a top 3 team. Curry allegedly is going to be out 4 to 5 weeks, which Ooh. I really think he was saying that to hurt his draft stock. I think he shows up for Moshe more often than not this season. Good team chemistry with Piazza, who just joined Twitter actually this past week.
I saw.
That's exciting news.
I'm all over that. Yep.
Our teammates in another league, so I think they'll have some good chemistry. Denton, and yeah, I like this team as a top 3 team. Moshe will put up huge numbers, have a good season all around. It comes down to, again, if Curry shows more than a handful of times.
Yeah, as I understand it, Curry's going to be ready to go in a week or two. So.
Oh yeah, he'll be totally fine. He was just trying to tank his draft stock. I think Moshe made a good pick there with him at 8.
Yeah,
he wasn't going to get him on the way back, so he wanted to play with his point guard, and he nabbed him.
Definitely not. That is sandbag city on Curry's part. And Paul Denton is built like a tank. This is one of the few guys in BDraft that I absolutely cannot move off the block. Incredibly strong. I don't know if he's going to be a pure scorer for this team. In fact, I doubt it. But he should get a ton of rebounds and should be a force on defense. We'll see what they can get out of him.
Then they have a good squad all around.
Agreed. So the next team, stats team, swaggy season. He got Arnella at 10, Prue 17, Russo 19, Henshaw 20, who I guess dropped. I don't know what the story is with that. And then Raya Boy at 42. Loaded with rookies. I know nothing about them other than the 30 minutes I saw the other night. Do you have anything on this team, or what do you got?
I have nothing now that Henshaw is not on the team. Stats going to get his stats, obviously. 48-minute games. That dude might average a 90 PR for the season. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have no idea what to expect out of or the rest of his guys. Matty Bells is officially not replacing Henshaw. So
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to Stat, see if he wants to try to get another replacement or roll with 5. My feeling is they'll roll with 5 for the season.
All right. Okay. Well, too bad for Henshaw. I don't know what happened, but I keep hearing about this guy, and he's a mystery. He never shows up for these games he's supposed to be in. All right.
Yeah, apparently he broke his foot and he's out 6 weeks. That's the report I got last weekend. He broke his foot, and we'll see. If after 6 weeks he comes back and wants to give it a run. I think that's what the Stat should do. Hold out for him to come back for the end of the season playoffs.
You might be right, and I can't really kill him. A broken foot will sideline even the toughest of B-draft players. So.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's hope he gets back soon. All right, rounding out the preseason rundown of the teams, my team, Steel Team 6, I traded up and gave up a lot to get my guy Tom Colburn, who I ran with in the Sunday Morning League. I got him at 9 to get Stat the 10th pick, and I gave Stat the 30th overall pick, I think. Then we have Joel Francois, Kevin Mason at 33. You call it a reach. I say it's a steal. If
I'm
only
still bitter.
if only for team chemistry alone. Then we had Mark Weindling at 40. Carlos Arellano, who is apparently stuck in the Philippines. He's having passport issues or something. He might be an international spy. I don't know what's going on with this guy. When we'll see him, if we'll see him at all. Is he in some foreign prison? I got nothing on this guy. We don't know when we'll see him. Maybe week 4 or 5, but we'll see. I'll tell you this, though. I ran with this team. We played the aforementioned Shoemaker squad, Short Circuit. Blew the doors off them. Hung 72 in 30 quick minutes. This is a run-and-gun team. Tom Colburn is lightning quick. Joel Francois, who is Kevin Mason's boy, I knew nothing about. Took a shot on him at 21, and people are already talking about him as being the steal of the draft. The guy can play. Mason bombing threes from all over the court. Weindling, who one of the few guys who came to the combine and looked good. I don't know why he fell to 40, but I'll happily take him. He's good. And like I said, free Carlos Arellano, I guess, is the movement we're going to have to start because we don't know where he is or what he's going through. But I love my team. Steel Team 6, all of us, all the guys I picked are steals except, Carlos maybe. What are your thoughts, Tibbs?
I'm worried about how you guys match up with the Moshos and the Blackboros and the Stats of this league. Do you guys have any size? Where is Mason going to be the one bumping uglies with people?
Oh, Mason he's no stranger to bumping uglies, believe me. I'm going to have to probably pick up some of the bigger guys. And we were undersized at every position the other night. I mean, every matchup, we were shorter by a couple inches at each spot. We just ran up and down the floor, run and gun offense. They couldn't really keep up with it. We're going to have to score a ton of points like the Steve Nash Phoenix Suns because you're right. We're not going to be able to. If Moshe gets position on the block, he's going to have 2 points more often than not. But we're going to have to run him out of the gym. I mean, that's our best bet. But we can all score. I love the team. Again, a third team now that would absolutely compete in the West. Absolutely. No doubt about it. So that's my take on my team.
I'm just excited that there are enough teams in the East that should scare the ever-living hell out of the West squads when the unification happens in 3 months. That'll be a great game this season.
It's going to be absolutely glorious. I cannot wait. All right, so I just want to look at the little script we had to make sure we covered all the topics. We got EJ versus Tams, which was a big one. Kaplan. Any favorites to take the title down, Tibbs? Any preseason favorites for awards? I mean, we want to really have a robust awards show this year. What do you have on the awards?
Absolutely. Well, I think early Rookie of the Year is obviously Tyreek's to lose. I've heard good things.
Well, first of all, I guess, is Shoemaker a rookie? Is he considered a rookie?
Absolutely. He hasn't played in the league before either. So, we got at least, I would say there'll be a half dozen guys by the end of the season that will give a run at the Rookie of the Year. But yeah, Guy, Tyreek, I think are the early favorites.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see who emerges as the MVP. A lot of these guys haven't played either together or with this group of people before. There's no real upfront, I don't think, MVP right away.
No.
I think if Stat's team and Hammond's team are going to have good seasons, I think Stat and Jatho or Earthquake are going to have big seasons all around. Moshe is expected to have a 30-30, so he'll be in the MVP running, obviously. I'm excited to see how all these guys play together, who emerges as a go-to guy, and who we maybe don't expect to step up and get some MVP hype. That'll be great too.
Yeah, agreed. I would agree with you. I would also add Joel Francois into the talk about Rookie of the Year. The guy can play. Other than that, though, I can't argue with a single point you made. I think that's, unless you have anything else, Tibbs, excuse me, my notes are pretty much scratched off at this point. I think we're good to go. I look forward to the season opening this week. I think we're playing Dustin's team, who I know nothing, Greg Krikorian's team with Quigley and them. Who do you have in week 1?
That's actually a great question. I have no idea. My team email went out about the preseason. We had no one ready to go. So we felt like ducking the league. I'm glad Carter got some shots up. I heard he's already punching the wall like a vet, which is a great move.
You love to see it, yeah.
Many times this season.
Yeah. All right, so can we expect betting lines, maybe Tuesday?
Tuesday morning, we'll have the betting lines up. This weekend, the league intro email will go up, just telling people to show up on Wednesday, grab a jersey if they want another one or need a new one. Remember, 48-minute games, game times. So start at 50 on Wednesday, and have a hell of a season.
Agreed. So that's pretty much the show. Thanks so much for meeting me, Tibbs, on short notice. Next week, we hope to have Cap. I can't imagine he gets a date again. Can you? I mean, I'd be stunned.
No way he gets a second date.
I would be stunned. So, look for me and Cap next week. Hopefully it won't be a recorded Google Hangout. We're going to get him live in the studio, not in my damn bedroom. That's it. BDraftEast, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, get down the radar. Hold on, let me...